Hello and welcome to my Algebra 2 back to school night video. We're going to be looking at Canvas and things to know to help your child be successful in my class. I'm decorated for Halloween, as you can see. What I want to show most is the modules. The module view, and there's a button on this home page. There's also modules up here in the side navigation. That is where your student is going to go to find the most up-to-date information. Every day, if I teach anything new, go over something important, I make a recording of it and I post it in the modules. And you'll see there under 10.4, I had the date wrong, but this is today's in-class video. I'm really trying to make sure that students who are out for COVID or any other reason, sports, they have a video that they can watch to go to when they are out of class. And this is a video of what we went over in class. It's actually done in class, so you do hear sometimes the background student noises, but it's the best way I can make sure that they don't miss out on anything. So that is in there, and then you can see the next thing is a homework assignment. And we have flashcards to help them review for their quiz. We have a review paper here for them, or a review video of the different forms of graphing and how to do that. This is my account, so most of the videos that you see posted and more videos. Like you can see, this is last week. We have a video on Monday, and we have two videos Tuesday. One that I did in class, one that's a little more clean with no students in the background. But we have lots and lots of resources for the students who are not in class for whatever reason and may need to watch a video to catch up. Now, my recommendation for parents is not to use the parent Canvas app. I found last year when I was using that, it wasn't as up to date, and I was getting on my kid about assignments that were actually submitted and done. So I am actually logged into both of my girls' Canvas accounts on different devices, one on my iPad, one on my phone, and I check it every day. I go into the calendar. So the calendar here is, I think, one of the most effective views, especially on the phone and the iPad. This is obviously a browser window, so it looks a little bit different, but it is very effective in looking at what your kid has to do each day. And it'll show all the assignments. And on the iPad and phone, it shows only one day at a time. So it's not as daunting as the to-do list can be sometimes. So if we go in here, you can see that this assignment, this is a test student. So this assignment is crossed out. That means I've done it. So on the computer, you can see that your kid has turned that in. And then when they click on it, oops, let me go back to, when we click on it, we can see the assignment. Interesting. Well, that's interesting. When I look at the assignment from the iPads, from the calendar view, I can actually go in and see the assignment, see that it was submitted or graded, and then look at that feedback. So I'm wondering if I click that now. Okay, so that takes me back to this, and it says submitted, and I can go to submission details. And then I can, if you see right here, it says view feedback. That's where students really want to look to see if I have written on their assignment. And I will correct their homework sometimes and show them what they're doing wrong so that they can make those corrections. And so this, like I wrote here, this is where I would correct their work. So it's really important students are able to go in and look at that. And this is a comment that I made here to myself. I'm doing just a sample, but you would see any typed comment in there. And they should have those notifications turned on so they know when I made a comment and they know when I've annotated on their work, because that's a clue that they made a mistake and need to redo it. Now, one of the things you can see here is that there is a late penalty. This homework is over 5 days late, and we take off 1 point per day that it's late for a total of 5 points. You can't get less than 5 out of 10 if you got full credit and it's late. So it's really important that students get their work done on time, because what we do from day to day usually builds on the previous day. And our tests and quizzes, if we're not getting our homework done before the tests and quizzes, then we're missing out on that practice that's helping us prepare for that. So that view, another view to go to as a parent to help your kid, and your kid should be going to regularly, is grades. When you go into the grade tab, you should not be seeing these missing tabs. Your kid should be turning in their assignments, and all these missings mean they have not turned anything in to me. I clear the flag. If it's missing 0, that means that they didn't do it. If it's missing and has an assignment, that means they turned it into me personally and I forgot to take that missing flag off, but that's very rare. And then if it's just blank, that means it wasn't done. Like Ed Puzzles won't put a 0 in if it's not done. Tests and quizzes, if they are hand graded, will just be blank. So if you see blanks like this on a test or a quiz, that means your student was absent that day and never came to make it up. Students need to be responsible for coming to me and saying, hey, I was absent for a water polo game. I was absent for volleyball. I missed the quiz. When can I make it up? And they need to come in during lunch or make time on a review day to make that up. We have decided this year that we are going to allow students to do one retake in December. They can go back and look at their tests and quizzes for their tests for the year and decide which test they wanted to go back and redo. And now you can see the summary at the end as well. We'll give you a overall of how many homework assignments they've been doing, what % of the homework they've been doing, their test quiz percentages, and then it shows down here the weight of the grades. We've made their homework assignments 15% of the grade, quizzes are 30%, and tests are 55%. So the majority of their grade is tests and quizzes. Students in Algebra 2 need to be able to show us that they can do the material, that they can do the math, because we need to send them on to the next level. And if they are unable to do the math for Algebra 2, they are not going to be successful in pre-calculus or statistics. Here's my syllabus. There's a button on the home page for that. And you can see the breakdown of the grades again, information about how to contact me. The best way, I believe, to contact me is to join my Remind by texting at WheelockA2 to 81010. Students should be signed up for Remind. This is the best way to get help from me. They can email me or text me at any time, and I will get back to them. If it's past the time I'm awake, I'll wake up in the morning and respond to them. They can text me a picture of their work. I don't understand why I'm getting this wrong, and I'm able to respond back usually pretty quickly and explain to them where their mistake was, and usually can help them continue with their homework without being stuck. I do like to use colors when I'm teaching, so it's nice for them to have colored pencils or highlighters to use in the notes. So it's got all wonky. Office hours, like I said, I don't have tutoring after school because I have children that I have to get home to, but I am available on Remind. Like I said, there is tutoring in room 226 and 224 every day after school for an hour that they can attend as well. And academic dishonesty, we really need students to be doing the work themselves. We've had a huge increase in students using apps to help them do their homework, and they're really not learning from these apps. They're just copying, and sometimes the way the app solves the problems is much more complicated than the way we have taught them, and so they're just confusing themselves even more. So you should look to see if your kid has photo math on their phone, or Mathway. Some of these will just give answers, others will give solutions. Some you have to pay for. There's Microsoft Math. There's I can't remember. There's so many of them, and they all have a different way of solving it, and it's not always the most efficient way and the most understandable way. So we really prefer students not use these apps at all. If they need help, we usually provide solutions. They can text us and we can help explain it to them, and we much prefer that over using these apps. So if you see these on your kid's phone, delete them off of there so that they have to use other resources to find answers. Okay, thank you for joining me tonight. If you have any more questions, please feel free to email me. It's rochelle.wheelock@lausd.k12.ca.us. You're welcome to message me through Parent Square as well. I do have that app on my phone and can respond quickly with that. There's a little blurb about me in the Meet Mrs. Wheelock button if you would like to explore that on your own. Otherwise, have a wonderful evening. Thank you.